Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at Streamer University. Today we are going to take a look at, did Kai Cenat ignore the small streamers? So I gathered all the data on the streamers that were accepted and we are going to answer that question. Let's take a look. What you're looking at here is the first data set. Now this is all the streamers and also their average watch time per stream. So for example, 40% of the streamers that were accepted to Streamer University averaged anywhere from 1 to 150 viewers per stream. Now these are what I consider to be small streamers. So these small streamers had a 40% acceptance rate. Hope that makes sense. Now we are going to break this down into different categories of viewers. The big question is, did the small streamers get ignored? And just by looking at this alone, seeing that 40% of the streamers that were accepted averaged from 1 to 150 viewers kind of is already letting us know that no, the small streamers did not get ignored. It seems like they were actually pretty well represented. To me, if you're anywhere near like 1 to 150, 200 viewers, you're considered a small in my mind. The second largest acceptance rate was 18.3%. Now these people averaged anywhere from 151 to 500 viewers per stream. And then third, we have 17.5% with 0. Now you're probably wondering, what does 0 mean? 0 means these people have never streamed before. Now these people were maybe popular on TikTok, Instagram, and again, these weren't people with millions of followers. They were people in here with like 20,000 followers, 50,000 followers. They were creators who were making really good content. They just were not streaming. And also, if you haven't streamed in a year, I put you in the 0 category. If you just started streaming over the past few weeks for Streamer University, I put you in the 0 category. So people who I don't consider to really be streamers but make content on other platforms made up 17.5% of the acceptance rate. Now let's take a look at quote unquote the big streamers. You know, if you're averaging thousands of viewers per stream on a daily basis or whenever you go stream. So 1,000 to 10,000 viewers per stream, 13.3%. 10,000 plus viewers per stream, 4.2%. It was only 5 streamers, right? It's like Streamer Ronaldo, Core Boys, and Blackboy Max. Online, the conversations were that every streamer that got accepted were averaging thousands and thousands of viewers. But when you look at the data, that's not really the reality of the situation. Here is the data kind of broken off into different categories. The majority of the streamers that got accepted to Streamer University averaged less than 200 viewers per stream. This is why I love looking at data, right? Data can tell you the truth. I want to do one last thing. I want to dive even deeper into the data related to the small streamers. 16 streamers got accepted, averaging less than 25 viewers per stream. And I did take a look at their accounts. These people were streaming consistently. They have been putting in work for months and months and months and not really growing. So it's great to see that 16 people averaging less than 25 viewers per stream got accepted. That is great representation for the small guy. And then you also have a lot of streamers from the 25 to 50 range, 75 to 100, 100 to 150. So that was the one thing that I was kind of really impressed by, is just like their attention to detail in terms of who they're accepting beyond just the content. It does seem like it's very well balanced out on the spectrum of viewership. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Now that you have seen the data on the acceptance of Streamer University, now that you have a better idea of, hey, like 40% of the people accepted were averaging less than 150 viewers per stream, like, does that change your mind? Does that allow you to have a better understanding of who was actually accepted? Because my point of view on this is that it's a perfect balance. You have just the right amount of big streamers, you have just the right amount of mid-sized streamers, and then you have a perfect amount of the small streamers and the people that are just getting started but they're good on other platforms. I think they crushed it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below.